Hi, I'm Liz Beglars from Theater 104, and this is my last vlog of my first semester of my freshman year in college. Um, Theater 104 was definitely, I would say, my favorite course this semester because I I enjoyed Professor Baldwin. Not trying to brown nose anything, but I really did enjoy the class. I liked the atmosphere, I liked the learning environment, the way the discussion manner of it. I really did enjoy it. It was fun to just sit and observe and not even, very fun. But my freshman year wasn't very easy. I began dorming in the beginning of the year. I only lived 45 minutes away from the school, and I didn't have a good experience with my roommate and just a lot of personal issues at the time, and I ended up moving home. So I went from being a resident to a commuter, and I was very unhappy. And finally now I'm starting to get back on my feet, get myself together. But it definitely was a hard transition from high school to college. I don't know if it was because my high school ended like before Memorial Day last year. Like I hadn't been in school in so long, but I just think, and I felt at times that I wasn't smart enough to be at Stony Brook. I mean, I know it's a great school, but I just felt like, I'm more of I like the creative aspect of things. I don't really like the study, study, study. I kind of like to learn. That's what I always say. Hate studying, love learning. I love to learn new things, but I don't like to memorize them to a point where it's painful for me even to think about it, and I hate the subject. I don't want to kill it in my brain. So that was definitely a hard aspect for me. And the commuting is also very hard. Um, Listen, I know people have much harder commutes than I do, but I do drive the whole way, and I'm a relatively new driver. So it's definitely tough. I mean, I'm lucky because I go opposite rush hour, and um, I mean, that's a blessing in itself because traffic is just absolutely horrific. So that's pretty nice. And I do have, actually, I recently just got a GPS that directs me around traffic, so I'm like the happiest person in the world about it. But the commute is very tough because I guess what people don't understand is that I have to wake up like an hour and a half earlier just to make sure I can get to school on time. I can't, even though it takes me 45 minutes to get there, by the time I park and by the time I hit all the lights, by the time, just the minor delays that just happen when I'm driving out there, by the time those all happen, it's an hour and a half probably of my day. So that's both ways, go there and then go back. So it's like 3 hours of my day, and I just feel like I have no time for anything. So it's a little bit of a problem for me. But, next semester I have my schedule planned out, so I'm only here Tuesday, Thursdays, which is very nice, but I don't want to seem like the kid is just like, okay, I just want to go there for class and leave. I did want to get involved, but it is harder when you're a commuter student, especially living so far away. I just don't think that I was happy enough and settled enough to really get involved. So I'm hoping that next semester I can get involved because I do have breaks during the day. So hopefully I'll take that time to, explore the campus a little more. That was one thing I am not happy with myself about for this semester, but it's in the past, so gotta move on. And I, so this was a pretty rough semester for me. I mean, Stony Brook is a very good school, and it was probably like a reach kind of school for me when I was applying, and I was very happy to get in. And a big incentive for me to come here was definitely the financial situation because it is such like a great school, and it's a SUNY, well, sort of. It's like a SUNY price, so it's really great. It's an absolutely fabulous school. I just don't know if I've really found my niche here, and I really hope to find it next semester because it's been pretty rough not knowing where I belong on campus. Sometimes I just feel like I don't fit in, and you know what? I'm sure these are just freshman problems. So hopefully, but by the time next semester rolls along, all these feelings will dissipate. I mean, I'm going to Europe in 3 weeks, which I'm super psyched about. Really not yet because I'm just nervous about finals and other things of that matter. So I really feel like I'm not allowed to get myself excited until I get through my finals. So that kind of stinks. But um, I am very looking forward to that. So I'm thinking that maybe that trip, because last time I went to Europe, it definitely lightened up my mood in general and made me a happier person, I would say. So hopefully that trip will do the same for me again. Fingers crossed. And I really hope that maybe it'll help me to gain some perspective on, what I want to be involved in at Stony Brook. I still am I'm a history major, but it's basically undeclared. I can't really do anything with history. I need to find something to, pursue within history, either education, which I'm not really crazy about at the moment, at least. I used to be. So I'm hoping that maybe this trip will give me insight and, just maybe a little more time to think for myself and not be always being so rushing. And yeah, so first semester was a kind of a doozy. A couple of my classes were great. Theater 104 was great because I got to channel my creative side, and I just felt like it was definitely not that GPA crazy class where you have to study and study and study and memorize. I really did enjoy this class because I felt like I learned a lot more in this class than I did in other classes where I've taken 10 tests already. So, I want to thank Professor Baldwin, and alright, this is my last vlog for the semester. Woohoo! 50! Alright, bye.